Do you want to get your leads over from high level into Skool at a click of a button, or even without clicking a button? I've put together a quick tutorial showing you how you can use Zapier to connect Skool and high level and bring those leads over without you having to do anything at all, aside from the initial setup. Let's get into it. All right, so we're over on my high level here. You can see I've got high level and Zapier and Skool open, and we're going to make that connection. We're going to send someone through from high level, one of our new leads, all the way through to Skool, and we're going to tag them that we've invited them to Skool as well. So let's get started. So I've already built this here, but I'll take you through how I built it quickly. So I've used the contact tag as a trigger. Now you can use whatever you like. If you've got them filling out a form, you can use the form submit as a trigger. You can use pretty much anything. Pipeline stages, the options are bound by what you have in high level there as a trigger. So you can do it for their birthday. An email event if they reply to form submitted or a survey submitted. If they've clicked a trigger link saying, hey, I'd like to join your Skool community. Quite a few different options here to get someone in. But the first thing that we want to do, I've got here is a condition. I just want to check, are they already a member? If they are, then we don't really need to invite them again. So everyone I've got as a member in my Skool community, if you watch my other video, which I think I've linked, maybe it's there. I'll see if that works. Am I that clever? When they come in from the Skool community, they're tagged in high level as well. So if they're joining from there, they're tagged. If they're joining from here, we just want to check if they've already entered the community. Tag does not include Skool free member. If they don't have that tag, then they're good to go. So no, it doesn't include that. We're going to use a webhook. Now, a webhook is fairly simple to use. It just sends data to a specific website. In this case, it's going to Zapier. And this is custom here. I'll show you how we get that in a second, but it just sends all this information out to Zapier. It's no specific trigger in Zapier because there isn't one for this. All we have from high level as a trigger in Zapier is pipeline stage changes, which isn't the best. It's useful at times, but we've got this webhook here, so we can use whatever we want, send a webhook to Zapier with all of the contact details. So let's have a look at Zapier here. So you can see we've got our trigger here set up as catch hook. It is a premium trigger there, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, we'll continue to the next step, and it will ask us to pick up a child key, which we don't need to do, and then test. So before I go ahead with this, let's send someone through. We need some data to pick up. So the webhook will show up in the test section here. So we can copy that. So we copy this over to high level. The method is post. Because we're sending, so if we're posting something, we're sending it out as opposed to getting something back. So I'd copy and paste that here, and we can see that's exactly the same. I've already set that up. So I'm going to test this workflow with a test account, and I'm going to send him through Test McTesterson, and here he is. Test McTesterson, here are all of his details. He's a lead. There's a whole bunch of information here. All we really need from this is his email address, because that's what we're using to invite him into Skool. So we've got the information. On to the next step. We'll continue with the selected record, invite member. So we've only got two options here. There's invite member and there's unlock course for member. So this brings someone in, but if you have a course that's locked within your community and there's a special reason why you'd unlock it, say, for example, they give you a referral, they give you a good review. This used to be used for payments, but one-time payments are now in Skool, so we don't need that anymore. So we're doing invite member at the moment, and we're using Skool Level Up. So that's my new paid community, even though we're looking at free memberships here. Something important to keep in mind as well when using this method, using the webhook, is it bypasses any payment. So they get free access to a group. If it's a paid community and you want to take payment from them, you're not just giving them a special deal of free access to the paid community, you'll need to take those payments externally. So through high level, through Stripe, however you've got that set up, but using this, they don't have to pay anything. They get free lifetime access to Skool if you do it this way. So it's maybe not the best option for a paid community, but for a free community, works a treat. Next, email address. So we need their email address to send them through the invite. And we pick that up from step one. I've already got it here, catch hook. And then we've got this courses option here. It's not mandatory. This is if we want to unlock a locked course for them. So it's sort of the same as that original trigger there. So there's a separate trigger. But yeah, there's no options available because I don't have any locked courses in that community. I don't have any courses at all yet. plenty to come about stuff like this. And then we'll move on to the next step where we'll test this. So data in, email, data out, okay. So this will send them out an email address saying, hey, you've been invited to Skool. Send them out an email, not an email address. Send an email to their email address. Now I've added an extra step here. That does do it. That person's now invited to Skool, and if they click yes when they get the email from Skool, they're in. They don't have to do anything. They also won't have to answer the membership questions. So if you're doing this from a form or something, maybe ask the membership questions on there just so you have the information. Up to you as to whether you want that data. So the next thing I want to do here is just going back to that tag that I asked about. I want to add an updated contact. I've got it connected here. So I want to send something back. So we've got their name and their email address. And I just want to add a tag called Skool free member. This way, if they come through again, say through a different lead magnet or whatever reason, any other thing that makes them eligible to join this community, it won't send it out again because they're already in there. Mark as lead, we want to do that as true in this case. In my previous video, I wasn't sure about this. This is just letting us know, are they a lead or are they a customer? So mark as lead, yes. Unless they've paid, then they're a customer, and we say false. So that's what this field is for. And we'll continue, and we'll test that step. Why not? Success. So if we go back and have a look at that account, we'll see he now has Skool free member on there. So I'll do that now. We'll look at the enrollment history. All right, so if we look at the tags, oh, he's actually moved over to value add AU. That's an extra automation that's happened on the back end there. You can see the Skool free member triggers another automation to send him out emails. I might just turn that off. We don't really need to be doing that. So with my current setup, it wouldn't actually trigger if people are in there. They need to look at that value add AU tag. I was using Skool free member just for the sake of simplicity, but it's gotten more complicated. Now, if it was set up correctly, if I tried to invite him again, it wouldn't work because he's already in there. Now, one thing I've overlooked, it is mentioned in my previous video, but how to connect Skool to Zapier. I just went through because it's already set up. We don't need to know that. So we'll do account here. So it's the level up community. I want to change it to my value add community. I've sent him to the wrong one. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to connect a new account, even though it's already here. These are the details it asks for when you're connecting an account. You need your API key and you need your URL. So URL is simple enough. It's just the URL of your community, just the slug there after skool.com. But for the API key, so in your group settings, we go into plugins, we go into Zapier integration, and you've got an API key here. So this is hidden, but you can just click copy. So if I let this go quickly, you can see there was a string of numbers there. Hopefully you didn't sue too well, and hopefully you didn't pause the video and try and steal it. Wouldn't want you sending people to my group. That would be awful. But yes, that's all set up now. So you just click copy there. And when you go back into Zapier and change that, connect a new account, we would enter that API key and then the slug from the group. So in my case, even though it's called Value Add Australia, oh, I have changed it. Just put Value Add. I changed that recently and I forgot about it. That is pretty much it. We send the webhook from high level. That then triggers this automation, which invites them to Skool and then updates the contact to say they're a Skool member. So that next time we send a web, or next time we trigger them, if there is a next time, it checks if they're already a member and it doesn't need to send the webhook again. All right, that is it. A few ups and downs, but we got there in the end. Now you know how to take someone from high level, whether it's a new lead, a new client even, whether they filled out a form, whatever it is, from high level, they go straight through to your Skool community. They have access straight away. They don't have to answer any membership questions. They don't have to request approval. They're in and they're ready to go, get access to your valuable free community and any course content that you have. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, it really helps the channel out. And if you have any requests, drop a comment below. If anything wasn't clear, let me know. I'm more than happy to help out. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.